I'm guessing somebody else must be in a 29 somewhere.
Come on.
What we got? 60% fuel, Charles? 70%. '59 to the end, Jack on the tip. we had this set up where the top 30 drivers qualify to get into the feature, and we was going to run a 20-lap heat race if we have more than 30 drivers. The top 20 from the heat race gets into the feature with a total of 44 drivers. But I don't know if they'll have that condition up or not. It'll just bypass the heat race. We'll have more than 30 show up. For tonight, I'm not sure how everybody is used to running, but for tonight, the initial start will be go on the green. After that, the leader will control the race. The only thing to that is that the pace car must be completely off the racing surface before the leader takes off. Everyone behind the leader must be at pace speed or slower. You can take off when the leader does. There's no rule about 3 wide on the back switch. You just got to make sure you don't get a black flag passing someone in front of you before you start the finish line.
Does the leader have lane choice?
No, he's going to start in inside lane.
Gotcha.
Mic check.
I hear you, Jim.
Pitting.
Charles, a couple of my guys are asking if we have any quick repairs tonight, or if you got what you got. I think there's 2 quick repairs, 3 green, white checkers.
And what about tire one?
What time?
I thought they had 1 set though. 60.
I'm about 26 in and I'm tired, which is why I'm running high. I think all the room you want to pass it though.
38 fitness, Michael. 38 fitness.
Yeah, I'm going with you. Good entry there, David.
I got a black flag. I was about 10 over when I hit the line.
Well, never mind. Not good. It looked good.
Go low, Randy.
It's a race that you don't often see on a place like iRacing, but tonight you're going to see it here on Captain TV's 75 Laps of Racing. It's an all-star race that has been created between two different leagues, the Blown Piston Racing League and Area 51. They are going to face off in this all-star event at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight, and welcome in to some fun racing in the trucks as we get ready again for this awesome all-star race, Charlotte Motor Speedway, the mile and a half. 68 degrees tonight, partly cloudy, wind barely blowing, no humidity. It's Chamber of Commerce weather, some might say, here in the Concord, North Carolina area, about 30 minutes northeast of Charlotte. I mentioned the two different leagues that you're going to see, the Blown Piston Racing League in Area 51. The guys wanted to put this all-star race together. They've done so, and here tonight you're going to see it. A lot of different factors going to be shaping up as we get ready to qualify here in about 2 minutes or so. I am the captain, Chris Scala, with you. We appreciate you joining us tonight here on Captain TV on YouTube. If you're watching, hit that subscribe button if you're a new viewer. Otherwise, well, welcome in. Feel free to chat with us throughout. You are going to hear some of the chat throughout the race here at practice until qualifying starts here in about 90 seconds or so. Tonight, going to see qualifying coming up here in a minute and a half, 5 minutes of that, 2 laps, and then after that, we're supposed to do some heat racing. Unfortunately, the number of drivers they were expecting is not the number they were hoping for, so I believe we'll probably not see heat racing. We'll probably just go straight to the race. But the setup for tonight, they will do 75 laps, which comes out to 112.5 miles. 60% fuel, so you're looking at somewhere probably, and I am not a mathematician here, but off the top of my head, about 30 laps on a tank of fuel in these trucks. So you'll see at least 1 to 2 pit stops. They will have up to 3 green-white checkers in this race and so much more. It's going to be a fun night of racing, and somebody needs some blinker fluid already there, but should be some fun racing coming up here in just a few minutes. Practice going on right now, and Todd Merkel is the fastest right now in practice. He's gone 27 laps and a best time of 29.4. So pretty fast in these trucks. Probably wide open around this track for the most part until these tires start to wear off, and you got Avery Wilson there in the second position, Barrett Flo, third, James Thorndike, Andrew Moore Jr. there, your top 5, as you see it scrolling across the screen up there in this race. Now, if you look down at the bottom, you will see in the race info, there are links for both leagues. You can check out the websites if you've never heard of any of these 2 leagues. You can check out by going to those websites right there. Click the link and go to each respective one and to be a part of that. So we'll be talking about those leagues and stuff coming up here. But right now we are going to qualify for the race. And if you're new to Captain TV, kind of a little bit of a road course look when it comes to qualifying. Basically, you're going to see on the bottom of the screen, drivers come on the track, and the closer they get to the start-finish line, you're going to see that time, like right there, Eric Schultz. His time is going to pop up right there, and you're going to see everybody come across the line and where they're going to place position-wise. And what we'll actually do is go to the other ticker and let you see if it cooperates with me. Oh, it will once everybody crosses the line. So you'll see 5 minutes of qualifying there. And James Thorndike having a little bit of an issue coming off of pit road, which will happen sometimes here. So as they cross the line, they'll fly by. So this is as timing they're going by the line. It will focus on one truck, but you'll notice these are all the guys coming by for the warm-up lap. So Eric Schultz in the 23 is going to be the first one to put a lap down. And we'll focus on the number 1 right now. This is David Evans in that Exalta Echo Park truck. And now it jumps over to, I believe this is Eric. I know it's Todd Merkel. But there you are. Lap times popping up on the screen. There's the Dilly Dilly Bud Light Mobile. 29.6, the fastest lap. It will be the second lap being the fastest. Here comes the 12, going to cross the line. This should be a pretty fast lap here from what practice we saw earlier. Merkel, 29.8. Did not go faster. .66 of Morrison going by. Sound like a rocket ship. Oh, no, it's an M motor. All right, now it is Avery Wilson who is on the pole for this all-star race at a 29.6. Andrew Moore Jr., 7 1/1000ths off. Eric Schultz, David Evans, Jordan Berry, the Canadian driver, in 5th. 88 across, or 66 across the line, going to be P18. Here's Casey Duncan, the Serve Pro Toyota. 4X Racing. And 15th, 29.7. Anyone else out there running laps? Barrett Flo out there running right now. Barrett is P3, and he is all done. Trying to see if we can get somebody running a lap. How about Jeremy Rittenberg? Slides it off turn 4 there. And Jeremy 20th right now. The 21 trucks who have qualified in that really unique Misfit Motorsports truck. And looks like everybody has finished running laps who are going to run laps. So if that's the case, that means we are going to see Avery Wilson, the Toyota number 18, going to be on the pole. And we have a minute, so let's actually, I could probably get you that lap. Looky there. Let's ride with Avery for that lap. And that right there, the 29.63. And actually, just breaking on Twitter, I got to throw this out to the viewers. It's been kind of rumored, but it looks like it is true. Denny Hamlin has announced that he and Michael Jordan are starting a new single-car team next year. And a driver going to be Bubba Wallace. Wow. I think that's a perfect pairing right there. But Bubba Wallace announced to be Denny Hamlin's driver. I'm guessing it's going to be the number 23. We'll have to see. Teaming up with Michael Jordan. That's going to be pretty cool. All right, so it looks like they get a 3-minute warm-up session here. So, yeah, there's going to be no practice, it appears. Or no heat racing. So there you go. I just broke the news to you. I'm like a source now. Look at that. Let's get around here. We'll have another minute or so, and then we will grid up here for this all-star race. Take advantage of all the track time you can get. Unfortunately, I don't have any Discord information or anything to be able to talk to these guys, drivers and stuff, so what I'll probably do is talk to them after the race, maybe in the race here itself. Probably the best way for me to do it. We'll have to see, though, if we can get that to work out. So real quickly, we'll talk about the series that you're going to see tonight. We'll start with Blown Piston. Their racing league, they run Friday nights a truck series, and then Sunday nights they have a clash in the Busch cars, as it was quoted to me. So I'm assuming that's Xfinity cars. But they're broadcasted on Short Shift Broadcasting Network. The announcer over there is Mark Brunning, I believe is how it's pronounced, but you can check them out Friday nights in the trucks and then the Sunday night clash in the Busch cars on Short Shift Broadcasting Network. And then the Green White Checkered TV is the broadcaster for Area 51, and they run a ton of nights, including, you saw Craig Forsyth, the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series racer, also runs in the IndyCars over here on Tuesday nights with Area 51. You got Thursday Night Cup, Tuesday Night Cups, and Thursday nights the Cup SS, and then Sunday nights basically have Indy on Wednesday nights. I believe I see here Xfinity and Trucks Friday night. Wednesday night, Xfinity Trucks on Friday. I'm just trying to read it verbatim there off the screen. So there you go. So those are the two leagues you're going to see here go racing, and right now we'll take a look at the starting grid for the race. Up on the screen, as I mentioned, Avery Wilson, 29.626 seconds, the pole sitter by 6/1000ths over Andrew Moore Jr. Barrett Flo will start on the inside of row number 2 alongside James Thorndike. Row number 3, you see Eric Schoss alongside David Evans there. The Carolina bunch pretty much dominating here. The 5 of the first 6 spots. Jordan Berry, the Canadian driver, he'll start in 7th alongside Jack Walls. Bud Steele, Maxwell Caldwell, going to start there in the 5th row. Ron Schutte, he'll start alongside Scott Wise there in the number 31 car. David Patton, the Indiana driver, will start alongside Michael Spell there in row number 7. Row number 8, Casey Duncan alongside Jim Brooks. Row number 8, row number 9, make that. Todd Merkel and Randy Purdue, the Georgia driver there. And row number 10, you got Ryan Nicoletta and Jeremy Rittenberg. Row number 11, Mike Morrison and James Ledford. Jason Branch and Charles Johnson there in row number 12. And that will complete your starting lineup for this race. Again, going to go 75 laps tonight. 125 miles. And the pace car going to hang a dead left right here on pit road. And we'll start this all-star race. Who's going to win it? Blown Piston Racing League, Area 51. Somebody's going to be known as an all-star winner here in 75 laps. Sit back and enjoy some Truck Series racing on a Monday night on Captain TV. Here we go. Clean and green, everybody's spreading out as the draft's going to play a big role down here in the turn 4. Probably going to be almost wide open right here. Avery Wilson sliding up the track. The flashbulbs going off as they haul tail down into turn number 1 and 2. The 23, Eric Schoss there on the inside. A little tight there. This track can be a multi-groove track when it comes to the racing. Now, it's not multi-banked like tracks like Homestead, Kansas, things like that, but there is a multi-groove sense here at this track. That middle groove will come into play throughout the middle of this race. On board with Andrew Moore. Oh, and the 18 gets out of shape right up there in the front. Jumps up the track, able to save it. Everybody showing patience down. Oh, a little slider up there for the lead as Flo going to the front. Draft definitely playing a role. Oh, contact. 23's in the wall. Now, they do have resets, too, so he'll be able to get that fixed at the pit stop, but the problem is he is going to lose a ton of track position. You have 16 trucks within 2 seconds of the lead here. James Thorndike inside of Flo. All this mess back here of trucks. And Flo's going to drop it down. Elevator move to the bottom. And almost contact. Clean and green, 6 laps in so far. Ooh, one truck up there, the Bud Light truck in the back there sliding up. That's Nicoletta in the 59. I'm just trying to keep up with the action everywhere around this track, as you are too, as we look mid-pack here. Ron Schutte, that Simraps truck, that black and red Toyota. Got his teammate there, Casey Duncan, the 4X guys there in the mid-pack. Meanwhile, back to the front, Thorndike outside of Wilson. He's going to let him get back in line here. And is that somebody wrecking, or is that... I think it was somebody blinking out. Oh, look out for that wall. Oh, the one's up in it. David Evans there scraped up. See how bad she looks. Looks a little pancake there. Nothing a little syrup can't fix. Appreciate all you guys watching here. If you're checking this out for the first time, I am a one-man show, literally. Did you see Maxwell Caldwell? That Craftsman, I believe, is the sponsor there. The 94 inside the 77. A lot of these drivers I've never called a race for or even raced with, so I'm learning right here on the fly with everybody. But if you enjoyed, I am a one-man show. I'm the producer, the broadcaster, the coffee go-getter. Cover a bunch of races not each and every night, but most nights. As a matter of fact, next week I'll be doing some IndyCar racing again. Everybody getting close to the wall off of 4 there. These trucks getting really tight now in that dirty air. Back here, this is the 88 of Michael Spell, Randy Perdue. And I do love chatting with viewers, so if you're a viewer watching, want to chat about the race, ask me questions, whatever you want to do. I have my chat right here on my phone. I can look. I think that was somebody blinking again. But I can chat with you or whatever you'd like to talk about in the race. If there's something I might be missing, because guess what? I'm the spotter too. Everybody's starting to become single file up here to Casey Duncan inside of the 77 of Andrew Moore, who's starting to fall back. Already lost 7 spots in this race. The truck that's on the move, there's 2 of them, and they're right here going for 3rd. The 94 Maxwell Caldwell started 10th, and he's going to take 3rd away. And then right behind him, the 38 of David Patton started back in 13th and is up to 5th. That Valvoline Chevy. David is definitely showing you how to get to the front real quick on a track that's not the easiest to pass. On board the Indiana driver who gets underneath Thorndike. He'll take that position away, maybe. Oh, contact there. A little door banging going on here. Things starting to settle down up in the top 3 now as Avery Wilson starts to pull away. The 83, and here Jack Walls. Trying to get by Thorndike. And that 59 trying to regroup himself. You got the 51 right behind him. The 51 is actually Jordan Berry. I'm about to ease the confusion on my part. Shows 13 on the screen, but he's 51 in the race. As Duncan making a move. Nope. Ron Schute's under attack here back there. Scott Wise, one of the owners from the Blown Piston League here on the inside. And I'm going to say my first bad joke of the night. Scott makes the wise move and gets back in line. "15 laps in, going to see green flag pit stops here, likely in the next. The window opens in about 9 laps to make it a 2-stop race. Let's throw up the battle box here and see where everybody's running. And that is exactly, almost like a relative, kind of like in iRacing. So basically go to a position and it shows where everybody is on the track, what position, that kind of thing here. Right now focused on Thorndike, so you see who in front of Thorndike is how far ahead, and then who behind him is how far behind. Now the field's starting to spread out as the tires starting to wear in here. Everybody trying to get to that pit stop. And as soon as I move away from him, the battle begins. Casey Duncan inside James Thorndike, who's probably worn out that right front. And maybe the contact on the left side of the truck might have caused a little damage on that 19. Trying to get a look at that left side of that 17 to see if there's... I don't see much damage, if anything. Yeah, I don't see any. So I don't know if his tires are just worn out. That right front, easy to drag on this track and easy to wear out. Thought I saw some contact back here with the 22, Jason Branch, Michael Spell, Jim Brooks back here. It's only fitting the Unical 76 truck is the 76. That might be the coolest sponsor out here. Old school. I like it. Scott Wise working inside of 12. Todd Merkel. Randy Purdue in at 29 trying to go with him. Racing all over this place. That is what makes Charlotte so awesome. One of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite track to race on. There's the pass. Look out. There's Scott. Hey, look, a photo. I don't have one of those ever. And pass for second. Caldwell has gone to second. And now to the lead. Or no, I'm sorry, that was the pass for second. My apologies. I'm ahead of myself. Now, Avery Wilson has led the most laps. But the two trucks that are on the move, Caldwell and Patton, and we should also say the 17 of Casey Duncan has moved up 9 spots from 15th to 6th. There he is in that green number 17 back there. Ooh, somebody making a dive there inside. I think that's Purdue, and the 29 sure is. Randy, one of the rare drivers I've actually raced against. Randy making the pass for position. Hear how much they're off the throttle. Look at the time difference there. Randy's fastest lap of 29.8. Last time by 32's flat. So almost, 2.5, 3 seconds off the pace now? And looks like pit stops are starting, and here's another cool feature we have. Kind of a road course style. When somebody comes to pit road, you'll see it on the bottom. So as you're seeing, Walls and Spell are on pit road. You'll get to see their whole entire pit stop time-wise on the bottom. So the first thing you're seeing is their delta. And then after that, you'll see their actual pit stop begin where the pit word is. You'll see it change to a number here shortly. It should change to one. That's what it usually does. It should be about right here, 25 to 30 laps, Craig. I'm thinking 60%. You usually go 45 to 50 on a tank here, if not longer. So 14.9 right there for Wall, 14.8 for Spell. And these guys are going to be hauling all types of you-know-what. And what they're going to want now, what's different from road course racing, is these guys are going to want this to stay green now because they need everybody else to cycle through because they're all going to be a lap down. I hate when it does that. We'll go back to this. James Thorndike on pit road. See if I can get it to work this time. Sometimes this ticker thing don't cooperate with me when it comes to the side of the screen here. It's all good. So Thorndike out, 14.9 himself. Oh, he spins it on pit road. That might bring the caution out. A little heavy on the throttle. Let's watch it. Trying to get it. All right, well, let's do it the old school way here. I think he just gooses it too much there on the gas. Right there, probably first gear. Or did he shift to the wrong gear? That looks like a missed shift, the way he spun. A tough break for Thorndike. Hopefully it doesn't look like he hurt the engine, so good news there. But more leaders coming to pit road. David Evans, Jim Brooks, James Ledford's on pit road. Ledford pulling away down there, 14.8 on that stop. Everybody pretty much running about the same pit stop times here. On iRacing, you don't unfortunately get the pit crew sightings. I wish it'd work on that, but you know. You can only ask for so much. 76 pulls away, 14.7. That's the fastest stop we've seen so far. 14.9 for Evans. He pulls away. Everybody else still. Oh, and another spin! David Evans comes off pit road. And he's trying to keep it off the track because this could bring the caution out. Let's watch again. What's going on board? I want to hear. Are they got to be spinning the tires off pit road. There you go. Pit stop's done. For some reason there's an iRacing glitch where, okay, yep, they're really good. Just spins it around. I mean, you hear a little bit of the rev. I'm confused by that. But Barrett Flo to pit road here. Now, here's another scenario where at lap 32, if these guys can get to 38, then this becomes a one-stop race. Left side tires going on to 29. Or 24, excuse me, and he gone. So that leaves us with 11 trucks still yet to pit. And look at that mess. There's where you see the fresh tires up ahead here. So 11 trucks still yet to pit. And Avery Wilson still out in the lead here at lap number 33. Forgive me, I do run on one screen, or two screens. That'll fix our issue. And you'll see the leaders coming to pit road here. That's Avery Wilson to pit road. You see where everybody's pitted so far. And you'll see everybody's pit times of who's on pit road and stuff right here. Green flag pit stops, lap number 35 of this race. And away goes Anne-Marie, so Casey Duncan, now the leaders. We are 2 laps from lap 38. This is going to determine right here, is there a one-stop strategy in play? You can see the fresh tires blowing by each other. Ron Schuette's on pit road. Jason Branch on pit road. And Todd Merkel, that leaves Casey Duncan, the only truck left to pit. And Casey is going to come right now. All the way down to 45 miles an hour. And that'll hand the lead to Maxwell Caldwell. But the thing we need to watch KC for now is this race. Can he save fuel and get this thing to lap 75 and potentially win this thing? That is definitely not out of the realm of possibilities. Four tires and fuel for the Serve Pro guys. 16.7. Kind of a slow stop. Well, there you go. All the pit stops officially finished. So there's your leader down into turn 1, Maxwell Caldwell. He has got some 2 seconds over Barrett Flo. We'll take you through the field here and show you where everybody is running right now in this race. There is Maxwell. Started back in 10th position. He is leading this race. There is Barrett Flo. Started 3rd and is now running 2nd. One of the biggest movers in the race. Matter of fact, a battle for position here. Let's focus on this for a second. As Avery Wilson goes by Michael Spell, you can see the tire difference there. All of 11 laps right there. Difference on these tires. And you saw how Avery was able to go right on by Michael Spell for position. There's Michael in 4th. Jack Walls there, the 83 truck, running in the 5th position. Started in 8th. A little bit of damage on the nose of that thing. Jim Brooks in the Unical 76 truck, running in the 6th position. Started 16th on the field. And you see David Patton, he is up to 7th now. He had a 15-second stop, kind of slowed him up a little bit. He was running up there in the top 3 before the stop started. Jeremy Rittenberg, the 26 truck. Yeah, I think a lot of them are going to be looking for fuel. There's James Ledford running in the 10th position. He started 22nd, so nice job by him climbing his way through the field. James Thorndike looking to bounce back after his issues earlier in the 11th position. Randy Purdue in 12th. They're going to dive underneath James, and wow, there's the tire difference right there. He goes by, and also Andrew Moore going by, I believe, for position. And they're also going to go by Ledford there. Jason Branch, the Navy number 22, the Brad Keselowski paint there. It's kind of a Brad Keselowski look back in the day when he ran the Navy Mobile for Junior. So mention those guys falling back. There is Scott Wise, who has had a tangle with the wall, it looks like. That thing is flattened. Todd Merkel, and then look all the way back here, Casey Duncan. This is the guy to watch right here. The only truck that went to lap 37. He's got the freshest tires, obviously, of the bunch. But also going to try probably to save some fuel here behind the 12. Ron Schutte in the 18th position. Ron, a little bit of nose damage on that thing. And rear damage. He's had all kinds of issues. Ron, somebody I've gotten to know really well. Really cool guy. David Evans, he had some issues. And runs back in the 19th position with that nose damage on that truck. Eric Shaw's promising start. Started all the way up in 5th, back in 20th now. And he's actually going a lap down right now to the leader. And we have a fight for the lead. We'll stay on it. You see the lap times in the last few laps, how Avery Wilson has brought in the leader. Oh, 3 wide down to 3 with a lap truck. I think the 18 might have clipped the wall going into 1 and 2 there. Let's see if there's a pancake. I don't see anything. Everything good there. You see Barrett Flo starting to come into the picture back there in 3rd. He's not letting these two get away as finally Avery does clear to the front. So real quickly, so I don't miss anybody, let's bounce back here to the 59 of Ryan Nicoletta running in 21st, and Mike Morrison, the final truck in the field, running in the 22nd position there in the number 66 Bass Pro truck. So that's your field of all the racers in this. So I talked about fuel strategy and stuff. Let's take a look. This is your top 8 right now. So the longest anybody went on fuel was 34 laps, and that was Wilson and Patton. They've gone 12 laps now. So if my math is right, that gets them to lap 68. And if not, a little bit longer. So we'll look for stops there if we stay green. And Jeremy Rittenberg back on pit road. I'm not sure if this is unscheduled or maybe this is just a quick splash here. Let's see what happens. I haven't seen, I guess right side's went up there. Left side's going up, so just foreign fuel. And he's gone, yeah, 15 flat. So I'm assuming that is a strategy call here. And now we got others on pit road. Scott Wise coming in. So apparently this is planned pit stops. They're back inside the window now to get to the finish. So Scott Wise, you see the reset going in. That right side flared back out. And 10-4, that's a 2-tire stop for Wise. David Evans on pit road here. He's going to get a reset and get that truck fixed, and I'm sure he's going to be a little more careful off pit road. $15.8. But we'll have to keep an eye on these guys and see where they cycle out when these pit stops happen. Jack Walls bringing the Pennzoil Toyota in. And what these guys have to hope for now, running where they are and pitting here, is they need to hope that the field goes entirely green the whole way. Because if they get a you-know-what, I won't say the word, but if they get one of those, their race is pretty much done. Because they would have to take the waiver on, and a whole bunch of things have to happen. And Spell coming to pit road also. Ron Schute's coming to pit road. And just keep an eye out. We do, the lead is still Avery Wilson by about a second over Caldwell. There you go, pit stops being complete. How about a 23-second stop? Not a good one for Spell. All right, so pit stops, I believe, for now are complete. We'll keep an eye on it. This fight back here is what I've been trying to keep an eye on, according to telemetry. Jordan Berry, Jim Brooks, you got that fight, and then you got this one here. These guys have passed each other 2 or 3 times in the last couple laps. As I say that, James Ledford, Mike Morrison come to pit road. All these trucks getting tires and fuel now to go the rest of the way to the finish. I'm not going to question anybody, but I will just say I don't necessarily agree with this strategy. But they're the racers. I'm just the guy announcing the race, but I will speak my opinion. I think it's better, especially the way iRacing wears out tires. The way that the tires are worn out in these NASCAR vehicles, I think it's better to go longer into the run and just get the fuel at the end. But then again, I've not won many races, so this fight here is getting good. Purdue and Branch, you got Todd Merkel right behind them. He's got Casey Duncan behind him. As Thorndike comes to pit road now to 19. As we are already 20 laps to go here in this all-star race on Captain TV. Appreciate you guys watching. If you're a new viewer, hit that subscribe button. You could be a part of all the broadcasts that you see. Broadcast at least 3 nights a week. You know, next Monday night we'll be back on with the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series for the first race of Season 3 in that series. That will be at Belle Isle, and then actually Wednesday night you'll see another truck series on here. Oh, one truck hit the wall on pit road! Right there, that red truck. That was the leader, I think. Maxwell Caldwell has hit the outside wall, but here's the good thing. He does have a reset. We'll back up and let you see this. This is not how you enter pit road. If there was not for a reset, his night would be done. I looked up and I just see this car or truck smash the wall. Right there. He's trying to get down the speed, coming hard. Bad angle and all. It's got that wheel crimp. Bam. And he's back on track, so no speeding on pit road. Going to mention the truck series you'll see here on Wednesday night is the Great Lakes Truck Series. They got their final race at Homestead coming up Wednesday. And then Thursday night we have the Short Track Super League running at Langley, a short track race. So we'll have to see how that affects So the 94 truck after that hit with the wall, and there's the 24, and he's got heavy right side damage. But Barrett Flo's on pit road, so that leaves 7 trucks who have not been on pit road yet. The top 6, and then Eric Schoss, who's in 9th. The only 8 or 7 who have not been on pit road yet. And Barrett Flo 15-1 and a 14-7 for Branch. So I'm going to go here because I want to bring up pit strategy again here. Look at the screen here. Now this is, as of right now, these are all the trucks that have not pitted yet. Except for Caldwell. You'll see the little yellow marker there. Caldwell's been on pit road. So Caldwell's the first out of the guys who have pitted a second time. And he went 27. So he went 30 and 27. But the guy you need to watch is right there in 5th position. Casey Duncan went the furthest out of everybody. And if you do 37 and 37, that is 74 laps, which leaves you 1 lap to go. So he's had to save a little bit. And right now he has, if I'm doing the math right here, about 20 seconds. Oh, and caution is out. Well, let's just throw it all off the window. Ryan Nicoletta has, I believe, crashed. Oh, yeah, the 50 truck is destroyed, and everything gets thrown out the window. There's my pit strategy sheet. Nope. Sorry, cat. Caution out. Let's see what happened. It's showing me Jack Wall is also involved here, so let's see. This is also the other reason why I was not really saying you should pit early, because now you're caught a lap down. But again, that's the chance you take in racing. That's what makes it so much fun. Oh, the 83 goes down. Oh, and the 59 drives into him. Yikes. I want to see that again. We're going to go on board with the 59 here. That... Okay, so the 83 is protecting the bottom here. A little block. He just sends it in there. Wow. All right, caution's out. Leaders are on pit road here. Well, that's exactly it, Craig. Now these guys, now the thing is, don't get me wrong, Caldwell's going to get the free pass, so he's going to be back on the lead laps, and then you're going to have some of these guys are going to need to take what they call the wave around. So basically, all the drivers who are in front of Avery here, who won the race off pit road, all these trucks here, if they decide not to pit, will get what they call the wave around. They'll loop all the way back around and join the back of the field, and most of them will come back onto the lead lap. So that's the benefit, but the problem is when you take the wave around, you cannot pit. So now you're on older tires and behind the guys who are on newer tires. So it's kind of a double whammy here for them. I'm actually going to do something real quick, and I hate to do this. I apologize for this. I forgot to turn my spotter off earlier. Well, let me know if you guys, what do you guys think of the race? This has been fun. I'm kind of agreeing with you guys about the fantastic racing we've seen here. I mean, 2 series coming together, get some people that might not know each other, and they've been out here racing clean and hard, and some fantastic green flag racing out here. So Caldwell's able to pit here because he got the lucky dog. When you get the lucky dog, you are able to pit with the lap cars to get tires. So now we go back and look at... See the drivers I need to look at. So, okay, so here we go. Jim Brooks, Barrett Flo, Jordan Berry, Jason Branch, James Ledford, James Thorndike, David Evans, Andrew Moore, and then Schultz came to pit road. So basically 7th through 14th, those guys are all going to take the wave around and come back onto the lead lap. And what they're going to hope for is another caution really quickly. And of course, we do know in racing, cautions breed cautions. But let's hope that's not the case. We want good racing. So there's your pits as of right now, everybody who's run where. And there you see the wave around. All these cars going to go, or trucks going to go by the pace car. Now you see where everybody shapes up now. We will come back to the green, and we will have 8 laps to go in this all-star event. The Blown Piston Racing League and Area 51. If you want info about both leagues, you can check it out down at the bottom of the screen. All the race info and stuff, their websites are there. All right, top 10. All on the lead lap here, and here we go. There's actually 14 on the lead lap, but the top 10 were the ones who did not have to take wave around and stuff like that. That's why you saw them all doubled up and things. Oh, trouble to 23 gets turned. Down into one other truck, and so far still green. Shaw spinning back on the track, and Thorndike gets in the back of somebody. Caution out for the second time. This works out for those trucks that took the wave around. They can now go get tires. 23 goes into the corner, leaves a little bit of room there. I think he's trying to get a run to 12, and no, there's 17. And Duncan gets in it. Wise up into the fence. Collects. And then, I was going to say, going backwards, does not hold the brakes. And there's the 59 going, or the 19 plowing in. Another lesson for you guys. If you're spun around, just hold the brakes. Caution out for the second time in this race. Watch it one more time here. Let's go on board. Let's go on board Thorndike. See the spin happening up in front. There's the smoke. Right there, truck on the inside. Thorndike's in it, and all of a sudden, oh boy. I don't know if he just didn't see the truck there on the inside or what happened there, but unfortunate contact. As I mentioned, there are 3 green-white checkers here to be used, so if we have to, we'll stay for a little bit. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight. If you've joined us for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button there. Again, I started to say if you want to check out the websites for both leagues, you can do so. Each league is broadcasted. Matter of fact, I'll throw a shout out real quickly to those guys. I mentioned Blown Piston. These guys run Friday Night Truck Series, Sunday Night Clash, and the Busch Cars, and they are on Short Shift Broadcasting Network. And then the Area 51 guys, they run Tuesday nights in the IndyCar. They run the Cup on Thursday nights and then the Cup SS on Sundays. And then, of course, they have a rule where all the drivers must race their way up until those Premier Series. They have Indies on Wednesday night and Xfinity and trucks on Friday nights. So, and that's broadcasted on Green White Checkered TV. So, big shout out to the guys though for coming to talk to me to broadcast their race today. Basically, just a long story short, unfortunately, some circumstances happened where their main guys couldn't broadcast the race. So basically, had somebody reach out to me today, Casey Duncan actually, and reached out to me, and he's like, hey, you know, come talk to these guys. They need somebody tonight. And tonight, obviously, I didn't have anything going on because we're still in the off season for the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar series. So I said, sure, why not? I got nothing to do tonight. So here we are, and covering a broadcast for, to be honest with you, 2 series I really don't know anything about. Other than I can tell you right now, just from seeing what I'm seeing, 2 fantastically ran series, because we've had some great racing tonight, and hopefully we'll get a good finish out of the 3 laps that we will have when we go green. And let's set it all up for you. The leader's going to be Avery Wilson, who has dominated this race tonight. David Patton started all the way back in 13th. He is second. Randy Perdue started in the 18th position. He is up to 3rd. Todd Merkel is up to 4th. And Casey Duncan is your top 5. Maxwell Caldwell is 6th. Jim Brooks 7th. Barrett Flo 8th. Jordan Berry in 9th. And then Jason Branch going to be your top 10. And all these guys did take fresh tires here as they got the wave around. Ledford, Thorndike, Andrew Moore, David Evans, and these guys all on the lead lap. Here we go. Will we make it to the finish, or will the green-white checkered word make its appearance tonight? Leader can go now that the pace car is pulled off. There goes the 18. We're going to see some aggressiveness now. Clean off of turn 2. The battle on for second. Randy Perdue with 3 wide. Here comes Caldwell. Down to 2. Two laps to go. Duncan with some right side damage on his 17. He's found the wall. Unless that's from the contact on that wreck. The 12 of Merkel trying to get inside of Purdue. Not able to do so. Back here, 2 by 2. And off turn 4, here comes Avery Wilson. White flag. If they can make it to the line, they do. White flag. Final lap of the All-Star race. Two fantastic truck series as we got action all back here. Trucks bouncing off the wall and everything, but two fantastic truck series putting a fun race together. We're only going to have 2 cautions and 1 dominant winner as Avery Wilson wins the All-Star race at Charlotte. Should I mention that Caldwell just ran the fastest lap of the race on the final lap? Let's see if I can find a way to talk to these drivers. Maybe I could try.
Avery.
Everybody's saying congrats to Avery. Is 18 out here cutting some donuts. Let's say if somebody could throw me admin rights, I could jump in here and talk to the guys real quick. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Look at that smoke. I like it. Now that's some high quality donuts right there. Crowd definitely giving a round of applause for that as we'll take a look at the final results from the race. Maybe. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not working for me. All right, well, let's do it this way. There's your final results across the screen there at the top. Avery Wilson wins it. Maxwell Caldwell second. David Patton third. Randy Purdue finishing fourth. And Barrett Flo finishing in the 5th position. Todd Merkel 6th. Jason Branch 7th. Casey Duncan 8th. Andrew Moore 9th. And James Thorndike getting the top 10 position there. Ledford 11th. Brooks in 12th. Jordan Berry. Jeremy Rittenberg finishing 14th. David Evans 15th. 16th. Jack Walls. Spell. Shooty. You'll see Eric Schultz finishing 19th. Scott Wise in 20th. And getting the word, looks like Blown Piston was the Wilson representative. Thank you for that. Unfortunately, I don't know that. But congratulations. Hey, there we go. Got the results to work. But Blown Pistons wins the race, and then Area 51 finishing second. As you see on the screen there, Patton, Purdue, all the way down to Spell. I mentioned all those guys. 15 trucks finishing on the lead lap in this race. Shaw's finishing in the 19th position. Scott Wise 20th. Mike Morrison 21st. Ryan Nicoletta 22nd. Bud Steele 23rd. Actually didn't start the race. And then Charles Johnson obviously was one of the admins, I believe, in the race. What a fantastic race. It looks like everybody's left. Let's say if I could talk to somebody, I would, try to make that happen. But unfortunately not going to, looks like, happen here. I'll wait a second to see if definitely a fantastic night of racing. Had a blast. I do want to send a thanks to both the leagues, Blown Piston Racing League and then also Area 51. Both leagues fantastically ran. And I don't even know anything about them. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know these guys until literally 3 hours ago. They put me in the booth and said, hey, go ahead and call the race. And I can tell already 2 well-organized racing leagues. And I send the best to them and shout out to the both of them. And also to the broadcast companies that broadcast their races. I'm sure they're a lot of fun to watch, and I might have to jump over to the respective YouTube channels and watch some of the racing that goes on there and go from there. So, anyways, I think we're going to sign off for the evening here. Appreciate everybody joining us for this All-Star race. We'll be back on Wednesday night for another truck series, the Great Lakes Truck Series that you see each and every Wednesday night. Their final race of the season from Homestead, Miami Speedway. And then Thursday, short track racing for the Short Track Super League. And then we'll be back next Monday for some IndyCar racing as the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series returns to Captain TV for season number 3. Again, shout out to Charles, also to Scott, and Lauren. I'm not good with names. I believe it was Lauren. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. But shout out to you guys for letting me be a part of this, and shout out to all the viewers. And the old quote I like to say, as always, if somebody gets mad and calls this just a game, tell them nope, it's iRacing. See ya!